It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show with Billy the Kid and Scott Payne.
Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show!
It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show.
Yeah?
It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show.
Yeah! What up, I'm Scott.
I'm Bill.
And this is
The Bill and Scott Cubicle Show.
We are live from the actual cube and ready to get yelled at for you.
This is the first time in what, like 2+ months?
Yeah.
That we've actually been sitting here in the cube where Chad could pop up in the background and make motions
What an
like that.
appearance. Yeah, we've heard that the office has been very quiet and dull and all that. So we're here to bring it some life.
And here's the thing.
Well,
Go
ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go
I
ahead.
was just going to say, but here's the thing. We get yelled at for being out here. Cubicle Show's done.
Yeah.
It's just done. We're not going to continue to move around and try to accommodate, and then we can never actually get settled in and get going because...
The problem is, you know, you see the Wi-Fi cut out when we try to move around the building. The only place you can really do it is right here, right in the middle of the cubicle. And so I said to myself today, you know what? I'm sick of stupid rules. America was founded on breaking stupid rules. You know, when our forefathers dumped tea in the Boston Harbor, I'm dumping tea in the middle of the cubicle area
They
here.
weren't thinking about the fish then. They didn't care if the fish lived or not when they put that tea in the harbor.
So here we are. It's cubicle show time.
Okay, so...
Deal with it.
Yo, Kylie becoming a billionaire. It's been her plan since 17. John Mayer creeping on Justin Bieber and Hailey Baldwin, living that creep life, hashtag it. Bruce Willis out here, he settles the debate on if Die Hard is a Christmas movie or not. Kim is defending her family. Cardi B in her baby pictures. Oh,
he
look
gave
at
us
that.
tea to dump into the harbor.
Yes.
It's celestial seasonings.
Thank you, Jake.
Dump it out.
You're a good man.
Is it
Dump
sleeping
that
time?
out. Dump that out into the harbor.
Dump it out.
Here's our revolution. Yeah, take that.
Oof. Oh, I dumped that on your computer.
Yeah.
I think it actually mostly went to the side.
Okay. Well, anyways, let's get this rolling here.
Heck yeah!
I guess we could start with the Kylie Jenner because Kylie Jenner was big news last week on her becoming the youngest self-made billionaire ever.
It's a stupid term. Don't
Right.
say self-made. That's basically how 90% of America respond. Oh, wow, he's just taking his tea back like King George. King Jake over there taking the tea back. So she's had her plan of putting this out since she was 17 years old. She rolled out the plan. I guess she got everything together. She went up to Chris and she was like, listen, this is what I want to launch first and these are the colors I want to go with. And she started taking meetings and she set up everything and she got it rolling and pushed out her product. And now 3 years later, it's almost $1 billion. So shout out her for being self-made. Now, hold on. Let's run that back a little bit here. Now, we've had this discussion before, but I want to go into a little bit more detail. But first, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
When you're saying that she had this plan for the last 3 years, does that include getting her lip filler injected and then taking it out 3 years later once she made her $1 billion, or were there no details on that?
I don't know why that is why that's relevant to the situation.
Because the whole Kylie Cosmetics started with the lip kit.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
how it started.
And
that
she's still
business
going
was
with lips.
booming. Yeah, but
Yeah.
she took her lips out.
And it's still booming.
She took her lips out. She did a complete 180 on the image she was trying to sell.
So what? You've done a 180 on your image in the past year.
Would you stop that? Would you stop proving me wrong?
No.
This is getting really frustrating.
No, because just admit she's self-made.
But-
Just get over it.
but-
Like, I don't know
no,
why you
no, no.
have to hate
Because
so
I-
freaking much.
I did a 180, but I didn't do two 180s in a row. She
She-
did a 360.
No, she didn't.
I did a 180 because I realized
She
what I
didn't
was
put the
doing,
lips
where I
back
was
in.
going with my life was bad for me. No, she had no lips. She put the lips in. She took them out.
Yeah.
That's one. She did one 180 and then another 180 back towards no lips. 180 to big lips, 180 to no lips. That's
No.
360.
Well, you at one point you were satisfied in life, and then you went down that lane that Bill was in before this new Bill happened. So you did a 360 too.
No, I didn't. I did a 180.
No.
Old Bill, red shirt Bill was going down this lane, and then he crashed into a freaking wall, and he was like, skirt, and
Yeah,
he went
but there
backwards,
was a
and he
Bill
was like,
before Red
"Nope."
Shirt Bill.
Who? Who was that?
I can't remember,
remember that, Bill.
one, but yeah,
He didn't. He
because
basically
nobody
wasn't real.
But he was here, so once again, you've done a 360 too.
Was he really?
That's just the life evolution of the. She's self-made. Get over it, people.
All right,
Like,
well, Kim
stop crying
Kardashian
about
piped
it.
in about being self-made because a lot of the haters, myself included, well, I'm not a hater necessarily, but I do not think the term self-made is applicable A lot of people were saying that. So Kim said, I know so many people like that. She's talking about, Kylie and the rest of her family, who haven't turned out to be as successful as Kylie. If anything, I've seen the complete opposite. We might have the opportunity, but I've seen it go the complete opposite way. Nobody works harder than my sisters and my mom. All right, so to that I think Kim, you could actually make the case that Kim may be a self-made woman.
Yeah, she
person,
took it by herself.
Millionaire, whatever. I mean, she did. She put in all the, shall we say, legwork to get the family started where they are right now. Everybody else was basically handed a TV show off the back of Kim Kardashian.
Usually people walk in through the front. Kim had to go through the back.
Yeah. Was he escorted by Ray J?
Oh!
Or she, sorry. Here's the thing.
Tell me.
Here's the thing.
Tell me.
Here it is. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble. It's like my brain's in a cloud this morning. I was popping off about this earlier.
But I'm just going to be able to prove everything wrong that he was saying. Like,
all right. It doesn't matter. Kim's talking about how she's seen people with resources, go the opposite direction, waste their potential. It doesn't matter what other people have done with their resources. It matters whether or not you were given the resources. Just because somebody else squanders theirs and you didn't, doesn't mean that you're self-made, right? If you have $1 million, if I have $1 million, like let's say I go play the lottery and I get $1 million and I make a bunch of good decisions and work hard and turn that million into $1 billion, am I self-made? No, because I got free money from the lottery. I started off with $1 million in my bank account. That's not self-made. I'm sorry, but no matter what you do, if I look at...
Okay, so let's just say, so what if you went out and you got people to invest into your company? Now, you didn't use that money to boost off your company, so then you still wouldn't be self-made because you used other people's money.
No, that's different.
No, it's not. It's the same thing.
Getting it and going out and taking a product that you've made and selling it, like pitching it to people and convincing them to back you with their money is work that you're doing. If you start with nothing but an idea
it's
and a
still
product,
not self-made because you have to use
self-made.
other people's
That's the definition
resources.
of self-made.
Nope.
No,
it's
if
not.
somebody gives you $1 million for free and says do something with this,
and you go about and you use it and you get a business going by yourself, that's self-made. It doesn't matter if it's your money or investors' money. If you do the company by yourself, it's still self-made.
Investors are not giving you free money. You have to pay them back.
So what's the difference?
They're giving you a loan.
Who cares
it's
if
like
you
going
have
to
money
buy a
or
house.
not money? It's you are using the money and you are making a business by yourself. You're not using all these other people to do it.
Unless you started
So Zuckerberg is he self-made?
Yes.
Then? Well, he has like 8 other people that helped make Facebook.
Okay, you are taking this way too far.
You are. No, you are. You're trying to twist and turn it so it works for you.
Self-made doesn't mean literally you did everything by yourself. It means you started with nothing, you made something with what you had available to you at the time, and then it became successful. Being given a TV show and then becoming a millionaire because of that is not being self-made. That's like if I were to come in here and be like, okay, so I do morning radio right now. I worked really hard to get here, and I put in, made good decisions. I'm doing a morning show now. Am I self-made? No, because I got my freaking first job for free. I walked right in off the street and got handed a job full time. That's not how it works. But you went to school, you did part time. You're self-made here in radio. I'm not, and I'm not freaking with it because I'll apply the standard. I'm not.
I would say
it's not self-made. It's not.
See, you're just not.
Thanks, Jake. I really need the celestial seas because I'm on one right now.
We're not going to agree here, but I would say you're self-made. Like your definition of it is just
by my definition,
wrong.
I'm not.
Yeah, and by my definition, you're wrong.
If you just because you gotta work hard and make good choices, like the Kardashians did. Obviously, I'm not saying they don't work hard. I'm not saying they don't make good choices. But they started off with a slam dunk, with a freebie.
Self-made.
It was a gimme.
They were self-made.
I'm obviously not going to change your mind, but I like that we can have discussions like this and still be friends at the end of it.
What do you mean? I already unfriended you from Facebook, bro, and deleted you off Instagram.
Wow, well that's cold.
And Twitter. And Snapchat.
That's fine because my data usage is over for the month, and I got to stay off of these sites.
Yeah, we're no longer friends on any media stream. Wow. Just because you don't agree with me. How dare thee. So what did Bruce Willis say about Die Hard being a Christmas movie?
This is juicy. Okay,
Some Christmas movie. That's an image from Die Hard. That's
all right, so the Comedy Central roast this year is Bruce Willis. They filmed it on Saturday. It's going to air on the 29th. And at the end of the show, he said that the reason why he even did this roast was so he could settle this once and for all. And he said, Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. It's a Bruce Willis movie.
Boom.
There it
Mic
is.
drop,
That's
T
it.
drop.
That's the mic drop moment.
drop.
You can't. The man himself. Also, if you were unaware, yesterday is the 30-year anniversary of the release of Die Hard in theaters.
God.
So this movie that people they cling to this ideal, this false ideal that it's a Christmas movie, came out in the middle of July. So just stick that in your pipe and smoke it.
And the guy Bruce says it's not a Christmas movie.
Right.
So you know what? That's like that story I read the other day. Like, your life may be shattered now. I was reading the story about this one woman that went into like Subway or Mr. Sub.
Wait,
and
Tall
she
Sean
went
keeps
to
walking by.
because he's mad about the Die Hard thing.
I mean, if you
He's fuming right now.
if he has something he wants to come on
take
over and
this
say
up
it.
with
Come on,
Bruce. Take this up with Bruce.
You got to talk to the man himself.
Here he comes. Here comes.
Here he comes. All right.
I just thought I'd just keep walking.
he's gotta chill
See
out
if
here.
anybody
like-
notices that you just.
Somebody noticed. Like, what's that dude doing?
I saw you walk by. I was like, you usually don't
Right.
walk by without something to say. This is weird.
So
I mean, it's been a couple.
Is Bruce Willis wrong?
Yes,
Oh, why?
because it's a Christmas movie.
You sound like Scott. You're making all the Scott type
Oh,
arguments.
you're making all the Bill
It
arguments.
happens at Christmas. There's a tree. There's Christmas. There's Christmas party. It's Christmas.
Is it about Christmas? It's
It's
set at Christmas, but is it about Christmas?
Does this picture say it's about Christmas?
That picture says it's about Bruce Willis kicking butt.
Yeah, I get that, but it's Christmas. So you can watch it at Christmas time. You feel, there's family. It's about family.
Wow.
It is about family. You're right about that.
Love of your family, right? And togetherness. It's Christmas.
I haven't heard. I haven't seen the new movie, that skyscraper movie, but it looks a lot like Die Hard.
I think it is. Die
And
Hard.
I hope it is, because I hope what they've done is in the 21st century corrected that misnomer. And they're like, here's Die Hard, but without the Christmas,
Right,
the
right.
way it was meant to
the
be.
way-
No, it happens dead summer.
Right.
It's a 4th of July movie.
That's right. Just like Die Hard.
Damn.
Die Hard is a 4th of July movie. You heard it here first.
Wow. Hot take. Oh man, we're
Woo.
flying through these non-topics today. All right, so we did the Kim, we did the Kylie, we did Die Hard. Let's talk about Cardi B, right?
Do it.
So Cardi B is getting all these offers flying in left and right. Like, yo, here's $100,000. Let us get the first baby pictures. Every publication out there, like, yo, let us get it. And Cardi's like, nah, yo. We are going to decide. If we choose to put it out through a publication, we will decide which one we do it through. If we want to put it out ourselves, we will do it ourselves. So once again, I think this is an example of Cardi maybe even proving some people wrong on how. I think a lot of people thought she would be taken huge advantage of.
Yeah.
Of
No,
it,
she
and
really
I don't
hasn't.
think she is.
Hasn't too much. I feel like the more I learn about Cardi B, the more I respect about her. Her work ethic and her business, acumen, and her just as a person, just the way she handles things. I think that's a big reason why she's so successful. She's got some standards that she set for herself, and she doesn't deviate from those. She's not a sellout.
She's like a good
but
wrestler. She takes her personality and turns it up to 10.
That right
You know?
there, that's a self-made person right there. That
I agree. Self-made.
she, not that. I'm like, she's not an object, but
What about that mic?
she started with nothing. She started as a stripper.
She
And
started on a
and
pole.
she learned, and she took advantage of the opportunities provided to her, and she used what she had, and she used her brain, and she used her heart,
Yep.
and she made millions.
Just like Kylie Jenner. She took advantage of the situation.
Kylie Jenner was born into a rich family and handed a TV show.
Oh my god. You're wrong. She wasn't
That's
handed it.
factually-
She had to work hard for the TV show.
No, she
man.
didn't.
Dude,
she did not have to
too.
do
Yes, she
any
did.
work to be in that show.
She did too.
She
had
was
to do-
born into that show. You want to say she worked hard once the show started? Sure, fine, I'll give you that.
Whoa. My slide is like extra wide. Hey, that's what she said. Okay, last thing here before we get to Meme Monday. John Mayer creeping on Hailey Baldwin and Justin Bieber. What's this about here? This is a little bit weird.
All right, so as you know these days,
Andrea says she agrees Cardi is self-made.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning on in. And Genevieve, thanks for tuning on in. And I agree, Genevieve, Bill is self-made.
I don't, but thank you. I appreciate it. I do. It makes me feel good. I can't agree by my own standards. So the only way these days to solidify your relationship as worthy, especially if you can get engaged after a month, is to go on social media and post a bunch of PDA pics, right? So this is what Justin Bieber and Hailey Baldwin are doing. They're kissing on Instagram in a
Aw.
hot tub. So none other than John Mayer decided to check in and comment. He said, "Interesting dynamic with the photographer in the hot tub. That's got to feel super third wheel. I see a lot of myself in this hot tub photographer. Imagine being in a hot tub on business." Now,
with your hands down your pants on business.
now I feel it's necessary to point out that just because the picture is that close doesn't mean that the photographer was actually in the tub. You know, there's zoom features, there's cropping.
Can I also tell you something crazy that you could do? You could also take your phone and like place it there and hit the timer,
right.
and it will do it by itself.
That's true.
You could also be recording a video and then screenshot pictures from the video because there's obviously a filter on it.
I do appreciate and respect.
Do you think somebody was splish splash and taking a bath with him?
I think maybe some. I mean, Justin Bieber always has security around him, so I think he probably handed his phone off to somebody who was like, "Yo, take a picture of this."
Hop on
with
in
me,
here
with me
us.
with my strong man hands around her neck and waist. When I see a picture with him with his shirt off, it reminds me of that photo shoot he did with the underwear, like where.
I didn't even notice that he has his hands around her neck. Is that because she's a vegetarian and she likes artichoke? That's not my joke. That's somebody else's. But
I do like John Mayer's insightful commentary on most of pop culture. I think he's a pretty funny guy when he like reacts to stuff like this, though. So I respect his flair for the dramatic.
Who, the mayor?
If people cared about what I had to say, I would like to think that I could be something like John Mayer, but nobody cares. In fact, they just yell at us.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
What?
You're freaking screaming about how she can't hear herself think.
Because we're so loud right now.
Yeah, we're super loud.
See, that's the problem. Like, we're not even talking loud right now, but people are gonna complain that we're loud.
So this could be it.
This is probably the last.
This may be
show.
the farewell episode because we can't. There are no workable conditions for this.
Because God forbid you come to work and do your job.
People don't like working in a radio station with a bunch of vibrant personalities.
Yeah. All right, so with that being said, let's show our memes and get out. This is probably the last Cubicle show, in all honesty. Like, I'm over it. Like, I'm really over it. It's just...
Oh, hey, look who it is!
Weren't you just talking about G-Eazy and Demi Lovato?
Oh, I heard that G-Eazy cheated with Demi Lovato. Thank you for bringing that up.
Wow, I don't blame him.
But they were seen together holding hands, leaving a nightclub.
When? I actually I don't know anything at all about this. I saw like a little bit of this on Twitter just before the show started. So tell us what you know, and I'll make a snap decision. I'll Thanos it.
I think it was either this weekend or whatever. They were both leaving a club holding hands.
Oh, so he's rebounding with Demi.
Yes.
Nice, good rebound.
Do you think that means?
Because he does drugs and she's trying to be sober.
Oh, true.
Yeah, but she relapsed. Oh, is he the reason why she relapsed?
On alcohol.
Yeah, but did she relapse because
she does cook?
Because
he drinks too.
Is G-Eazy a bad influence?
Well, yeah, he drinks. What? G-Eazy's definitely a bad influence. He's a druggie. He does drugs.
Well, maybe they can have him and I part 2 with Demi Lovato, where they say we don't do drugs together. We live a clean and sober life.
Together.
Maybe she'll get him on the straight and narrow.
We eat fruits and vegetables together. We drink water together.
Yeah, there you go. Get them 8 cups a day. We go to the gym together. We kiss in a hot tub together.
We make smoothies together.
Yes. We get the recommended amount of protein to get those gains together.
You ready for your meme?
Yeah, I'm ready for my meme. Sorry.
Here's your meme.
This just made me crack up. This is actually an older tweet, but the guy who tweeted it retweeted it yesterday, and I remember it, I laughed, and I sent it to all my group chats. And I was like, this has to be Meme Monday, because it makes, because hand sanitizer kills 99.99% of germs, so the 0.1%, they're left like, oh, we just got Thanos, but we're here.
What happened? We started with a whole bunch, now we alone. Oh, that's good. I want a cryopractor to crack my entire body like a glow stick.
Yes, please.
Crack away.
Crack-a-lacka.
Please.
Whew.
Okay, so with that being said, that's it for today's Cubicle Show. Possibly
Maybe
the last
forever's
Cubicle
Cubicle
show
show
ever, to be honest with
We've been
you.
at this for a little bit more than a year now, like a year and a month, 13 months. It's been a fine 13 months.
Yeah.
So if you want to see more of the Cubicle
Hey, what's
show,
up, Robin? Thanks for tuning in. You just tuned in at the time where we're about to complain.
Yeah. If you want to see more of the Cubicle Show, write to your representative and your state representative, your senator. Write to Chuck Schumer. He's still our senator, right?
Christian Gillibrand.
Yeah, but we get 2, so that's 2,
Oh,
both of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so write to them and tell them to shut the librarians right the hell up because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of being persecuted
Yeah.
for doing my dang job.
Yeah. They like us to do this, but
Let them feel the might of the rules for once.
yeah.
God,
Okay.
it's
With that being
frustrating.
said, if we're back, we'll be back 10:30 Eastern time. But you can usually see the Cubicle Show Monday through Thursday on the Jams Facebook page at 10:30 Eastern time.
Because even if we're gone, it's still the only time zone that matters.
That's a big fact.
1. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show! That's what I'm talking about, boy! Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah? Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah! Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Not a rectangle show. Not a triangle show. Not a pyramid show. It's a Cubicle Show. Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah? Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah! Cubicle Show. We just got 1. Boy!